Clovey. Hello. Hi, this is Cams. I'd like to talk a bit today about health. Back in 2010 I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and it wasn't a surprise. My lifestyle then was pretty poor. I was eating badly, I wasn't exercising enough, I was spending most of my time sitting at a computer or sitting elsewhere playing guitar and not really doing much movement at all, so it didn't come as a shock. What happened was I ended up in hospital. The first night my sugar spiked, it was off the charts, so I ended up in hospital on a drip overnight. I was sent home and put onto all sorts of medication, metformin for glucose control, statins for cholesterol and ACE inhibitors for blood pressure. It was a cocktail of pills that didn't agree with me terribly well. I was having side effects, headaches, sleeplessness, muscle cramps, lethargy, and so I started looking into alternative methods for controlling my sugar. At that time I was listening to 5x5 podcasts a lot. I still do listen to a few of them. 5x5 is run by Dan Benjamin, and Dan Benjamin follows the paleo lifestyle, which I'd never heard of at the time, so I looked into it and it looked as though that might help me out with my dietary and sugar needs. So after a year of poor sleep and muscle cramps and discomfort, I stopped the medication and switched my diet overnight, and it started to work very quickly. I started to lose weight, my glucose control levelled out, and it worked really well. I followed that for about a year without any wavering, and then I started to fall off the path and started to eat sandwiches when I was in a rush and that sort of thing. Slippery slope, and before I knew where I was back on the sugar again, but this time without any medication, which is not a good way to be. So when I went for my checkups at the diabetic clinic, they saw that my long-term sugar was not good and they wanted me back on meds, as you'll probably understand. But I kept saying, no, it's fine, I'll get back on the path again, don't worry, I'll start exercising, I'll start eating properly, next time everything will be different. And it wasn't. I, for some reason, found it very difficult to stick to the path, and that was about a year of poor checkups, poor glucose control, and at my last checkup they basically said, you're going to have to go on meds because you're getting older, your sugar control is going to get worse as you get older, so we recommend the medication. And I was like, okay, let's give it one more try. And so I've now been looking after my diet very well for the past 6 weeks, I think, and it's going well. I've started to lose weight. I've been exercising. Well, I've never really stopped after the last scare because we've got dogs and the dogs need walking, so that's a good way of exercising for me, particularly if I get up the hill, which I showed you yesterday in my video. So now I'm on the salads, I'm doing intermittent fasting now at weekends. I'm trying to eat at 6 o'clock at night and then have nothing again till midday, which I can do if I'm not at work. I suppose I could do if I am at work as well. I'll maybe look into that as well. But I do have a checkup coming in the next couple of weeks, so I'll get my bloods taken then, and once I get the results back, hopefully they'll be good. I'll come back and let you know, but if it works out, then this time hopefully I'll be able not to think of this as a diet but more of a lifestyle. You know, I'm just going to have to stick to it, even if I do end up back on the meds, which my GP has told me I will at some point because of the ageing process. But even if I do end up back on the meds, eating healthily isn't a bad thing, and so let's hope I can stick to it. Okay, that's today's video, folks. Hope there was something there that helps you out. See you again soon. Cheerio.